in a bloody time, there ruled in a Caucasian city. Men called it the city of the damned, a governor. His name was Georgi Abashvili. He was rich as Croesus. He had a beautiful wife, a healthy baby. No other governor in Rusinia had so many horses in his stable, so many beggars on his doorstep, so many soldiers in his service, and so many petitioners in his courtyard. Georgi Abashvili, how shall I describe him to you? He enjoyed his life. On the morning of Easter Sunday, the governor and his family went to the church.
Get back! Clear the church door!
For the first time on that Easter Sunday, the people saw the governor's heir. Even the mighty Prince Kazbeki bows before him at the church door.
Well, happy Easter, Natia Abashvili. What a day. When it was raining last night, I thought to myself, gloomy holidays. But this morning, the sky was beautiful. I love a beautiful sky. Simple heart, Natia Abashvili. And little Michael is a young man.
Oh, really, it's fine. Well, won't you look over there? Aren't you glad that Georgie finally decided to tear down those walls? Oh, they are absolutely terrible for the place. He decided to replace them with a garden.
Well, good news after so much bad. What's the latest on the war, Brother Georgie? Strategical retreat, I hear. Well, minor reverses are to be expected. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. Such is war. Doesn't mean a thing, does it?
He's coughing, Georgie. Well, he's coughing.
Well. I always say, a pain in my limb. Then the doctor gets 50 strokes on his feet. We live in a decent age. In the old days, one might have said, off with his head.
Right. Let's go into the church. It's very likely that there's not a draft in there. Won't you hear the messenger from the capital, Your Excellency? She arrived this morning with confidential papers.
Not before service, shall. But did you hear Brother Kazbeki wish me a happy Easter? Which is all very well, but I don't believe it did rain last night.
We must investigate.
Yes, at once. Tomorrow.
The city is still. Pigeons strut in the church courtyard. A soldier of the palace guard is joking with the kitchen maid as she comes up from the river with a bundle.
Well, good morning to the young lady. Is this young lady not in church? Sure.
I was dressed to go, but they needed another goose for the banquet and asked me to get it. I know about geese.
A goose. I'd like to see this goose. One must be one's god with women. I went for a fish, they say, but they went for something else.
Here, if this isn't a 15-pound goose stuck full of corn, I'll eat the feathers.
That's a queen of a goose. The governor will surely eat it. Was the young lady up by the river again?
Yes, at the poultry farm.
The poultry farm. Are you sure you're a little higher up? Near the willows?
I only go to the willows to wash the linen.
Exactly.
Exactly what?
Exactly that.
Why shouldn't I go to the willows to wash the linen?
Why shouldn't I go to the willows to wash the linen? That's funny. Really.
I do not understand the soldier. What's so good about it?
Something I know, someone learns. She'll go hot and cold by turns.
I don't know what I can learn about those willows.
Even if there was a bush opposite? A certain person can see everything? A certain person washing linen?
What does go on? Won't the soldier say what he means and have done?
Something can be seen. Something can be heard.
Could the soldier mean when I dip my toes in the water when it's hot? There's nothing else.
Toes and more. Just a little more.
More what? At most my foot.
Foot more. Just a little more.
Simon Shoshana, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. To sit in the bushes on a hot day and wait till a girl dips her legs in the water. And I bet you bring a friend along too.
I didn't bring any friend along.
The city is still, but why are there armed men? The governor's palace is at peace, but why is it a fortress? And the governor returns to his palace, and the fortress was a trap, and the goose was plucked and roasted. But the goose was not eaten this time, and noon was no longer the hour to eat. Noon was the hour to die.
Georgie always wants to build for Michael. Oh, I'll just tear down this building for Michael and rebuild it for him. Build this for Michael, do that for Michael, but he never does anything for me. Why doesn't he do anything for me?
I've heard disquieting rumors that the war in Persia has taken a turn for the worse.
There are nothing to those rumors anyway. Persia is a long way off, and the garrison here would let itself be hacked to bits for its governor. What's this?
It's the princes. Didn't you hear the princes met in the capital last night? They're against the Grand Duke and his governors. We better make ourselves scarce.
Down with those lances! Don't you see the governor's life?
What? Threatened? Really? Oh, how can you be taking me?
Grusha, there at last. What are you going to do?
Nothing. If worst comes to worst, I've got a brother in the mountains. How about you?
Don't worry about me. Your wishes to know my plans fills me with satisfaction. I've been ordered to accompany Miss Albashvili as a guard.
But hasn't the palace guard mutinied?
That's a fact.
Isn't it dangerous to go with her?
In Tiflis, they say the stabbing is dangerous for the knife.
You're not a knife, you're a man. Son Shashava, what does that woman have to do with you?
That woman has nothing to do with me. I have my orders and I go.
The soldier is pig-headed. He's going into danger for nothing. Nothing at all. I must get to the third courtyard. I'm in a hurry.
Since we're both in a hurry, you shouldn't quarrel. You need time for a good quarrel. May I ask if the young lady still has parents?
No, just a brother.
As time is short, my second question is this. Is the young lady healthy as fish and water?
I may have pain in my right shoulder once in a while, but that doesn't stop me from my job. No one has complained so far.
That's well known. When the question arises on Easter Sunday, who will deliver the goose? All will be the same. She'll be the one. And my third question, is the young lady impatient? Does she want apples in winter?
Impatient? No. But if a man goes to war and no message comes, that's bad.
A message will come. And my final question.
Silent Shashava, I must get to the third courtyard. My answer is yes.
Haste, they say, is what blows down the scaffolding. But they also say the rich don't know what haste is. I'm from
Kids.
The young lady has been inquiring about me. I have no dependents. I make 10 piastres a month, 20 piastres as paymaster, and I'm asking, very sincerely, for your hand.
Silent Shashava, it suits me well.
My mother gave me this cross. Grusabashnats, please wear it.
Many thanks, Simon.
Since we're both in a hurry, you should get to the third courtyard. I must harness the horses. And hold my young lady. Hope she understands.
Yes, Simon.
Once the war's over, I'll be back in a week or two. I hope my attendant won't get tired waiting for return.
Silent Shashava, I shall wait for you.
I know. My head is still on. What is the news?
None. All's quiet so far, but there's not a minute to lose.
Oh, right. Of course.
No room for all those trunks in the carriage. Pick out what you need.
Oh, right. Of course. Only essentials. Well, what are you doing? Open up the trunk and let me see what there is. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, I'm starting to get a migraine. Where in the world are my doctors? Be careful. You need to... This is real lace. You need to make sure to fold it very carefully with my grandmother's. You! What are you doing standing there just like a statue? Go out and give me a hot water bottle. I'll need it for my migraine. Oh, Harry, you need to stop putting these things like that. What?
We must make haste. Fire has broken out in the city.
It's broken out in the city? Oh, well, we must hurry up. Hurry, stop packing things faster. I need to be able to take everything with me. How's Michael? Is he still asleep? Yes, ma'am. Everything good. Go and put him in that basket over there. Go and get me my boots from the other room. I need to help these days. Oh, what is it now?
Rides are broken out. There's no time for the carriage.
No time for the carriage? I have to go on horseback.
Yes.
But no, I can't possibly go on horseback. What?
The beasts, they left it. Hold it a moment.
So, they finally left, huh? That the food wagons are not a moment too early. Grusha, it's time for us to head out. What happened to the governor? That must be the escape burning. The baby? What are you doing with it? He got left behind. She simply left it here? He's waking up. You better put him down, I tell you. I hate to think of what would happen to anybody who was found with that child. Once they get started, they'll kill each other off, whole families at a time. Let's go. The nurse asked me to hold him a moment. Grusha, you're a good soul, but you're not very bright and you know it. I tell you, that child could be more dangerous if it had the plague. He hasn't got the plague. He looks at me. He's human. Grusha, don't look at him. You're a fool, the kind that always gets put upon. One need only tell you, run for the salad. You have the longest legs and you run. My husband has an ox cart, all right? You can come with us if you hurry. Lord, by now, the whole neighborhood must be in flames. Grusha, coming.
Bring the head center. To the left a little bit more. A little bit more. Can you not speak English? I said to the left! That's it. There it is. What I do, my friends, I do well. This morning at the church door, I said to Georgie Abashwili that I loved a beautiful sky. Actually, I prefer the lightning that comes out of a beautiful sky. Yes, indeed. It's a pity that you take the grab out, though. I need him urgently. Grab the head. I have a better idea where to put it.
As she was standing there, between the courtyard and gate, she heard, or thought she heard, a low voice calling. Hearing this, she went back for one more look at the child, only to sit with him for a moment or two, only till someone should come, his mother or anyone, only till she would have to leave, for the danger was too great. The city was full of flame and crime. Fearful is the seductive power of goodness. And she sat with him a long time, till evening came, till night came, till dawn came. She sat too long, too long. She saw the soft breathing, the small, clenched fists, till towards morning the seduction was complete. And she rose, and sighingly bent over and took the child, and carried it away. as if it were stolen goods. As if she were a thief, she crept away. Grusha-Vashanas fled the city on the Grusinian highway to the valley of the northern slopes, hoping to find refuge in the care of her brother. As she went forward, the prince's iron shirts were after her.
A good soldier has his heart and soul in it. He lets himself be torn to bits for his superior officer, and as he lies dying, he takes note that his corporal is nodding his approval, and that is reward enough. It is his dearest wish. Now how? How am I to get my hands on the governor's child?
As she pursued by the Ironshires, she came to a bridge on a glacier, leading to the valley of the eastern slopes. She sang the song of the rotten bridge and risked 2 lives.
Take your time, young woman. You won't get across here anyway. But I have to get this baby to the east side, to my brother's place.
Have to? How do you mean, have to? I have to get across there too. Where I have to buy coverage from a woman in Adams. A woman who had to sell them because her husband had to die. But can I do what I have to? Can she? Andre's been fishing for that rope for hours now. And let me ask you this. Even if he gets it, how are we supposed to fasten it up?
Hush! I think I hear something. The bridge isn't quite rotted, though. I think I'll try.
I